graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
You know, I've been from one side of this fandom to the other. In all that time, I have seen a lot of things. Above all that, there is one thing I am absolutely certain of. I am the villain of this story.
Long live the fighters!
Good morning, it's Monday!
What?
One and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki, and with me today is the one, the only, the goddess of chaos, Eris of Chaos. Good morning, Eris.
Hi, I still am drinking my coffee, and you jump scared me, so that was rude.
Good morning, Psychodorf 9, YTL, Terry Rose, Chris Persia, the Wrench of Wrenches, Purple Valkyrie, Dee Dee Myers. Good morning, and a big good morning, and welcome back to Lady Mist, our guardian of the void. Good morning, Lady Mist. Derek McManus. Good morning, Mary's Game Room. Good morning, Mary Pat S. Good morning, Derek McManus. Darth Haster, how are you doing? Psychodorf 9, how are you doing, brother? I hope you all are doing well. It's Monday. Lord Thoth, good morning. Good morning to each and every one of you. I hope you all are doing well. No Batwahman today. Of course, Sit Room. Good morning, Sit Room. How are you doing? Dee Dee Myers, I hope you all are doing well. Mags, good morning, Mags. It is Monday, and I hope you guys are ready for one hell of a show here on Mornings of Mischief. But before we kick things off, a couple of things real quick. Number one, today, we're going to introduce a whole new thing to the show called the Valhalla Mailbag. This is something I had been working on for the last month, trying to figure out exactly how I was going to do it. But it is finally ready, and we will introduce it every Monday each week at the end of our show. And also, I was scouring through Twitter this morning.
Oh wait, on purpose?
Oh yeah, when I found something, I found something really interesting. I found something, feedback, anything. YTL, feedback, anything. Comments, good comments, bad comments, emails, whatever. I mean, I'm
pretty
much, yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. If you want to send me an email, Stone _ don't spell underscore, it's the symbol _ Stone _ Loki at hotmail.com. That is Stone _ Loki at hotmail.com. And if it's a good message or an exceedingly bad message, I will read it out on the air. So anyway, I was scouring Twitter this morning when I saw this. And I said, oh no, what's he done this time? What has the crazy man done this time? And what do they want to?
No.
No.
Only Jeremy
No.
from Geeks and Gamers does that.
Yeah, only Jeremy from
That's
Geeks and
copyrighted from
Gamers.
him.
Yeah. So I'm going to play this, even though there's some music to this. I know, right? And
pray to the UMG gods.
They're gonna take my. They're gonna be like, nope.
Pray to the UMG gods. Be merciful this morning.
So, this is her handle will pop up here at the bottom when this plays. So, let's see if we can.
It's kind of a work of art, actually.
All right. Here we go. I know TikTok, right? I know. This is at Lauren Oakley 88.
You're finally becoming hip and cool with the kids. I'm so proud of you, Loki.
I know.
You've accomplished all that.
Guilty of rapping Most White. It's true, but check this out. Check this out. No. I think Colin P. Smith was talking about Eminem.
I was talking about her.
All right, so here we go. I dig this. I do.
Now listen up, Gen Z, because I've had enough of it. This whole cancel culture. Damn, y'all are so sensitive. At first I ignored it, but now you crossed the line by going after a very dear friend of mine. You want to cancel Eminem because he's too aggressive and mean. Your feelings are hurt. You wish his lyrics were more clean. How dare he openly speak about such violent things like murdering his wife. Now we're all arguing about whether or not to play his music on air. This generation thinks they control what's not theirs, trying to cancel what you weren't around for in the first place. How about instead you just learn to embrace Eminem's a lyricist. He paved the way for your favorite rappers to say what they can say today. If you can understand them, that is, I don't have a clue. Maybe that's the difference between millennials and you. You can't get offended by what someone's saying when they're mumbling and stumbling over the words, and it's crumbling to think a generation that's so open-minded can't appreciate this and put the past behind them.
Yeah, she said it. She said it.
Get her a contract. God damn. That shit was fire.
Project story time.
That shit was fire, and I shall put fire in the chat because oh my god, that shit was fire.
She burned down cancel culture in a minute. She burned down cancel culture in a minute. That's right, Trinoculus P. Give the woman a hand.
Yes.
Damn.
Like I said, that shit was fire. Holy fuck.
So before we get to our Superman talk.
Oh my god. What else? What else are you gonna do to these poor people?
Yeah. Switch our background.
Oh.
Already better than Batwahman.
Oh my god.
It's already better than Batwahman. Two episodes in, and in 2 episodes, it's done better than 2 seasons of Batwahman.
It blew my mind. So I watched this not knowing I was gonna have to watch this. But I watched this and I was blown away. I was like, what?
I was very surprised.
Kept having to check the logo. I was like, wait, how did this? In the first 5 minutes, like no joke, the first 5 minutes, almost down to the exact amount of 5, right? It completely outdoes Man of Steel.
Yes, it does.
It completely destroys it. It's like, oh my god, it told the Man of Steel story way better than Man of Steel did in 5 minutes. Holy shit. And they didn't copy it from the Christopher Reeves movie either. They made it a unique thing.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay.
The last Superman series we got was very, very Christopher Reeves-like. Christopher Reeves endorsed it. Christopher Reeves was a part of it. And it was absolutely, I love that. I love that Christopher Reeves came in and signed off on it and gave the nod to Tom Welling. It was really cool. to see that, to get to watch that, to get to experience that live before Christopher Reeves died. But this is totally different. This is on its own.
Dude, it's so good.
It's not a high bar, but it's a good bar. It's a good bar to aim for.
It made me tear up. I was like, oh my God. My generation finally has one that they can call their own. Oh my God.
And Psychodorf 9 with a $2 super chat. Better than Batwahman. Not a high bar. Very, very true. Psychodorf 9. And thank you so very much, Psychodorf, brother. Skull!
God, I want to punch an old woman in the face.
Yes.
God damn, that took me so off guard. I choked on my coffee. And I gotta know for like, do you roll back in your chair when you say skull? Because I can't do that. Where you like fade off into the distance, or do you just move away from your mic?
No, not
What
at
is the
all.
proper
I
mic?
literally have my cup horn here, and I lift it up and I just say skull.
Yeah, I just don't know the art form yet. Okay, I'll get on that. I'm still rusty on it.
That's it. You just say skull. It's just like saying cheers. You just hold your cup up and say skull.
I'm one of these. I'm one of those Greek goddesses. So maybe it's more of a Norse thing. I don't know. Can we get confirmation
Definitely
in the
more
chat?
of a Scandinavian Norse thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Can we get confirmation in the chat? Is that
Don't
a
need
natural Norse
confirmation.
thing?
We don't need confirmation. It's a natural Norse Scandinavian greeting. Yeah. Skull. Cheers. So yeah.
No, maybe it's just I got too much Greek in me. Adega. Adega has arrived.
Adega has arrived. Yeah, Eris needs skull lessons.
Yes, I do. I always sound awkward when I do. I'm like, skull.
You need the horn to skull.
I don't have a horn. I don't.
You need a horn.
I have like 4 golden apples. I have no horns. So not the ones on top of my head. I just mean like in general.
My Lord, there it is.
What?
And there it is. Lady Mist with a $5 super chat. Superman is fine, but he is not Conan. Skull! A little toxic femininity in the morning is never a bad thing. Thank you so very much, Lady Mist. You guys keep the fires burning bright in Valhalla. Thank you. And she is all happy and all smiles this morning.
It's funny.
So
I missed that. I missed it. It's not the same without her. Valhalla is not the same without you, Lady Mist. It's just not.
It's not the same without any of you. Thank you guys. Thank you, all of you, so very much for being here, for watching us this morning. So I am very old school Superman. I have loved the man in the red, blue, and yellow. Since I was a little kid, running around the house with a blanket, wearing a blanket, saying Superman. I am very picky about Superman. Now, there's nothing wrong with Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman.
You picky? Wow.
There's nothing wrong with Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman. He did a very good job. Especially under the circumstances, of what he had to deal with. Man of Steel is a very dark movie. I do not agree with a lot of their story choices, but as far as Henry Cavill goes,
oh no, he was great casting.
Great casting choice for Superman.
Perfection, and then they didn't give the men anything.
Me and our good friend over at Clobberin Times, Clobberin, may disagree, on the whole him versus.
That would have been a hell of a debate.
What?
You and Carbon Time going up. It's like him and me going up on Star Trek 2009. Like our arguments on that.
Henry Cavill versus Christopher Reeves?
No. Like you arguing about like him being a good Superman. Or does Carbon agree with that?
There is no other top dog than Christopher Reeves. Christopher Reeves is the number one Superman.
Are we talking live action exclusively? Because Tim Daly's my Superman.
So
if I'm being completely honest on that. That's
Tim Daly can be your Superman, but Christopher Reeves is the Superman.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Don't make me put you in the back again.
Oh no. I'm so scared.
I can mute you too.
Apple.
So
he did that when I was taking a drink of my coffee.
When I first heard about this coming out of the CW, I'm just like, oh man. And then you hear about who was running it, not just, oh, well, it's a CW show, but the showrunners, how many showrunners it had. And you're like,
oh, you mispronounced his name. You're being canceled now in the chat. It's good for Reeve.
Yeah, you throw the S on there for anyway.
For Superman?
Christopher Reeve.
For Superman?
Christopher Reeve. Yeah. Anyway. You look at who had everything to do with this, and you're like, no.
No. No. Okay.
No. We have discussed Nadria Tucker. Now, she said she was involved in every episode of this show. That's what she said on her Twitter page. And she's waiting on that.
Who the fuck is this?
Nadria Tucker.
I don't even know who that is. Is she relevant at all?
Yeah, you do,
anything?
because you sent me her Twitter bio.
Okay, I do a lot of shit. I don't remember exclusive. No, I'm serious. Who the fuck is
She's the one who said that.
Nadria Tucker.
Yeah, you'll know who it is in a minute.
I definitely mispronounced that. All I'm getting is Tucker Carlson. I don't think that's right.
No. David Prowse trained Reeve, yes, to gain his initial shape. Yes, he is. The man behind Darth Vader and Darth Vader's badassness trained Christopher Reeve to gain his initial shape to be Superman. Yes, he did. Pod Racing Palpatine. Christopher Reeve was trained by Darth Vader, my best pupil. Unlimited power!
I think Christopher Reeve is the best live action. Although this one is kind of.
And thank you so very much for that $6.98 super chat, YTL. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. Skol!
Spartans! What is your profession?
Ooh. Ow.
Oh shit. So yeah, you look at who helped develop this, and you're like, man, Greg Berlanti, Todd Helbing, and Joe Shuster, Jerry Siegel created Superman, so he's in there.
Okay. Are you sure you're not just crediting him? It's because he made it.
Yes, that's what I was just saying.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you assume I'm listening to you 24/7.
Do you like being on the show on Mondays? Do you like being on the show on Mondays? Because we can always get rid of you.
Oh, you're gonna get rid of me? But I'm so nice. And you would break the heart
Back
of the chat.
to Superman.
You would break the heart of the chat if you got rid of me.
Superman.
Everyone loves me. Doesn't everyone love me? Throw one out in the chat.
I'm gonna say that Tyler Hoechlin, is that how you say it? Hoechlin?
I don't know.
Hoechlin? Portrayal of Clark Kent and Superman. I like it. He's done a good job. Elizabeth Tulloch has definitely overdoes the bitchiness of Lois Lane, but I don't know if that's supposed to be the way it's supposed to be or not. That it may be, it may not be. I know that the two kids, Alex Garfin, who plays Jordan Kent, and Jordan Ellis, who plays Jonathan Kent, both very, very well. They have both done very, very well so far. 2 episodes in. I like both of them. We got an update while we were doing last week's, or it might have been the week before, Tuesday night's roundtable, the comic book roundtable, where reports were coming in about how woke it was, about how his kids hate him.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Do people just not know how teenagers act?
So when I started to watch it, I wasn't sure. Welcome, Dave Bob. How are you doing, brother? I wasn't sure whether this was going to. I thought just another woke show from the CW. It's going to be just another woke show from the CW.
We watch Batwoman, and I used to watch Riverdale. And you watch other CW shows, so it's like at some point they get woke, and it's very annoying. It's like, ugh.
Well, Supernatural was on the air for 15 years. I never had a problem with Supernatural, besides the fact that it drug on for 15 years. After so long, eventually, you're just like, you're just like, damn. After 15 years, I mean, come on, guys. It's. How many times are we going to do this?
They kind of sort of should have kept the angel shit until season 5. I don't think they needed to do that in season 3. But the animated Scooby-Doo episode was everything, and that's not, you can't argue with that.
Captain Sparse, anyone thinks Superman is going to pull a bait and switch in season ends? I'm definitely waiting. My guard is not down, not yet. That's one of the things I brought up. Is this going to be a show that where they pull you in and then they just decimate you by the end of the season?
Yeah, I was so surprised. I was actually messaging Loki the entire time because he told me this is what we were going to cover today, and I was like, okay, fine, watch another CW show, fine. And so I'm like messaging him the whole time. I'm just like, ugh. What is this? What the fuck is happening? Am I watching good content on the CW in the modern era on a superhero show? What is this? It's beautiful. The music. I need that soundtrack. The soundtrack, it's like, that Superman music. It's hopeful. You can feel the hope in it. It's amazing. And for the CW budget, it's like, well, I see where all the budget went. Like, I was, good cinema. Like, it's good. It's good. Is it amazing?
Does it need to be amazing?
No,
does it need to be amazing, or does CW need to have a good show?
I just need a good show. That's it. It's funny. It's like, it doesn't need to blow me away and be the bestest thing I've ever seen. It just needs to be solid. It's like, hey, when you're playing baseball, you just need to hit singles. You don't have to hit the home run every single time. If you hit singles consistently, you will score points. So you don't need that home run every time someone comes up to the plate.
And Psychodorf 9 with a $5 super chat, waiting for the other woke boot.
What?
So am I, Psychodorf. Like I
okay.
said, my guard's not down yet, brother.
Pennies
but
in
thank
the
you
air.
so much for that $5 super chat, brother. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
The one, the only, the original. Skull, thank you so much, Psychodorb 9. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. They just need a good show.
Yes.
And if they have a good show and they can maintain a good show, not just start out good, but maintain.
Yeah, it's good. Is it a little bit woke? Yes. But is it like, you can't even put it.
Well,
it's not even in the same.
You can see Lois. You can see Lois and what they're doing with Lois and big city. How do I put the big city?
What's funny
big
is
city red girl or big city blue girl going to the red country and bringing her view and saving it.
Well, what's funny is that they actually show, and this is going to blow everyone. They showed both sides of an issue, and they actually, and it was good on both sides, how they displayed both sides of an issue and why both sides are right in a sort of kind of way. You know what I mean? It was like, oh my God, did they just show
Derek, if it starts strong and ends strong, that's what it needs to do, is start strong and end strong. The season needs to start strong like it did, and it needs to end strong.
Well, WandaVision taught us that just because you start strong doesn't mean you're going to end strong. But, yeah.
Yeah, and Project Storytime, I agree. Lotus needs to eat a damn, yeah.
Yeah, she's getting that Skeletor cosplay going.
Yeah, I think they're trying. They've tried to get someone that looks like Margot Kidder, and very just skin and bones.
Yeah, it's like the cheekbones. That's a prominent cheekbones is kind of a thing nowadays. It's just but with hers, it's I just don't think she's eaten anything. I think that's why her cheekbones are showing, because you can have a healthy person have their cheekbones showing just because their facial bone structure is just how that is.
And Pat S., I completely agree. That's one of the things I heard about Supernatural over and over and over again was not enough merchandise. Not enough merchandise. They've got a couple of posters out there. They've got a couple of T-shirts. They've got some memorabilia, but not enough. Not nearly enough. Not for 15 seasons. It's all the same stuff from the first 5.
Hell, I love me some Hot Topic, and you would think Supernatural is perfect Hot Topic merch, right? You would think that there would be a shit ton of CW Hot Topic merch. No, I mean, you'd be lucky if you find Funko Pops of them, and that's the most common quote unquote action figure, if you want to call it that, out there. It's okay, there's an A poster and maybe a keychain. And there's possibly a couple Funko Pops, and that's it. And it's kind of dude,
Apparently, she was in Grimm. I did not know that. I didn't watch Grimm, so I will check it out. I'll have to check it out. Lois had ribs. Yeah, you never see her eat it. So I wouldn't have even expected her to be a meat eater at all.
They don't really show people eating generally. It's kind of hard.
She's starving.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like she's starving. All the Supernatural stuff is fan made. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's really disappointing because, man,
There's
I
that
absolutely love
one
that show.
poster. There's that one supernatural poster out there that is the one where they're standing in front of the camera at the police station. They're doing the lineup. That's it, where they're holding the numbers. That's the
Yeah.
only one I've ever seen. I've
I've
never
seen the
seen
four
another. I've
where
never
it's-
seen another
Yeah,
poster.
it's like it's Sam, Dean, Crowley, and Castiel. I've seen
I've
that
never
one.
seen that. I've never seen it. The only
Maybe
poster
it's
I've ever
not-
seen for Supernatural was that one where they're doing the police lineup. Sam and Dean are getting arrested, and they're doing the police lineup.
Maybe
That's
it's
it.
not CW like merchandise. It's like all this stuff now. It's like, okay, well, is that even CW merchandise? Because I've never seen CW. Like, okay, you buy a Marvel shirt. Okay, you go out, you buy I don't know, like a Scarlet Witch shirt. Like you will have the Marvel logo on the back, right? Like this is certified Marvel shit. Like if you want to buy a Supernatural shirt, you're gonna have to go to like those other websites like Redbubble, possibly even Amazon. Some of those like fan made shit. That's just,
And you've got some really honest reviews here, and I'm not even talking about Rotten Tomatoes. I'm talking about IMDb. I generally can't stand CW television. Boring plot lines, poorly written, very cheesy, poor sense of tone. I was completely shocked by this show.
Yeah.
I watched it on recommendation. I had a lot of trepidation, but within 10 minutes, I was sold. Really good casting,
Yes.
excellent tone throughout, and a sense of realism that CW has really failed to do in the past.
yeah.
It's a very fresh take on the saturated genre and overworked superhero, and I'm excited to see where this show is going. I suspect it will get chappy after the first season, as usual, but I'm looking forward to this first one.
They're gonna blow your mind. They actually show the nuclear. Sorry, go ahead.
By David Jablonka.
They show the nuclear family, something that they have been damning in Hollywood for like years now. They show it in a good, realistic light. Like the brothers act like they're actually brothers. The relationship between like him and Superman and his kid, Superman and his wife. Like, everyone is like, these are realistic relationships. This is brilliant. And this show made me tear up. Like God.
Yeah, the situation with the brothers. Now, while we were doing that show on 2 Tuesdays ago, I guess it was now. Like I said, we had information coming in, and that his son hated him. His son absolutely hated him, and yada yada yada. No, you've got to understand something. That his son doesn't hate him. His son is frustrated, and his son is going through.
Freshmen in high school.
In high school, and puberty, and the fact that one of them may be coming into powers, and their dad's gone. Their dad works for the Daily Planet, and he is gone all the time. Yeah. Not only that, they are covering him and Lois are covering for the fact that he's Superman. Yeah, they've kept this from their kids the whole time.
Yeah, and it appears that Lois's dad was definitely part of that decision-making process too.
So these are the kids of Superman. One of them is a jock athlete. The other one has some issues.
He's a loner artist.
But you know what? That's the kind of stuff that happens.
Yeah,
that is the kind of stuff that happens. You've got the Thor athlete brother, and you've got the Loki, the dark Loki brother.
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought when I first saw him. I was like, this is like the retelling of that story again and again, right?
Mags, thank you. Teenagers act like this when they are shockingly teenagers.
Yeah, like obviously, like when in the first episode, they're he's playing one of the sons is playing a video game, and he's just like, wait, you don't like Superman? He's like, yeah, no, Superman, he's kind of lame, he kind of sucks, like whatever. It's like, I relate to that because that's what I thought about Superman. And like then you have to imagine that's literally Superman listening to his son talk about how lame he is. It's like
before Superman died in the comics.
Oh my god.
I had moved on to X-Men, and I'd moved on to characters like Wolverine. Why? And Deadpool. Why? Because they kicked ass. Okay, and I was tired of reading about the Boy Scout. I will admit,
Yes.
I was tired of reading about the Boy Scout that nobody could hurt. Somebody told me, "Oh, have you heard about this Doomsday guy?" I'm like, "What are you talking about, Doomsday guy?" "Oh, he's fighting Superman," and I'm like, "Nothing's gonna happen to Superman." 3 weeks later, he was dead, and I was like, "Holy shit! What in the hell happened? What happened?" And I'm like having to go back and read about what happened and find books that were already out that people were going crazy about trying to get. I had to drive to the other side of Houston to a comic shop I'd never been to, who I talked to a guy over the phone that said he may or may not keep the entire series in the back for me. He was like, "Hurry." And I'm like, "Well, I'm all the way across town." "Hurry, because I've only got so many of these left, and I might not wait." He was being a dick.
Is that the one in the black package, like the red symbol?
That's just that. No. That's just
the death
one.
of Superman.
That's
okay.
just
You're talking about the series.
That's the death.
Okay.
That's the comic where he died. I had that. I didn't have the whole
you
story.
wanted the whole thing. Okay. All right.
So I had to go back and get the whole story. Because I wanted to know. I wanted to know what happened from the beginning, and I'm coming in like 8 weeks late. So he had the whole thing. He had multiple copies of the whole thing, and he said he may or may not. I ended up getting it from him, but I was sweating the whole way there. But I just didn't care about Superman. And when that kid's sitting there saying, "I'm Raiden, Superman sucks," I'm like, "Oh my God, that was me."
Yeah, it's like that you have that moment. I feel like everyone has that moment where you're just like, "I'm too cool for Superman, whatever." And it's just like, I get that. I totally fucking get that. And the fact that they have a game where you can play Superman as Superman is like, that is exactly what would be happening in the modern day if Superman was still around. They'd still have video games based off of him because of course they would.
Is Injustice too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It looked familiar to like an extent. It was like,
and Sped the Naked Northern Ninja. There's a novelization called The Death and Life of Superman that I think they should have used as a template for a trilogy. If that is the black book with the red bleeding as shield, yes, I completely agree. That is Death of Superman, Funeral for a Friend, and The Return.
Yeah, I have that still in its packaging. I've never opened it.
That's the comic. He's talking about the novel.
He's
talking about the novel and that novel comes in a black binding with a bleeding red S shield.
Oh, like this. Okay.
Like the comic, just
That's
like
cool.
the comic. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he was cool. Yeah, he was like, "Hurry, because yeah."
Oh, it's going now.
It's
you
going
got one
now.
left.
Hurry up and get it. Yeah,
there's like one left in stock. You're gonna have to wait.
Sweating. I didn't have a car. I had to bug my dad. He didn't want to go to the other side of Houston. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It was a weekend. He was like, "It's my weekend off, boy." I'm like, "Come on, you old fart. I need to get this whole comic book series, or drive you all the way across Houston to get a comic book." Yeah.
Yeah, no, the show is great. Are we doing spoilers or not?
We can talk a little bit about spoilers if you want to.
Okay.
So everybody be ready because we're about to drop some spoilers.
Okay. Take it. I'll follow your lead on this. I was just wondering.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay.
All means.
So I'm trying to think so what's interesting, and I just thought about it while you were saying it was Injustice, because from what I've gathered in the Injustice game, Superman went evil. Yes, that's kind of the Injustice games.
Okay, because of.
Do you see where I'm going with this by the end of the second episode?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Now,
because that's
spoilers. We're talking spoilers, so you see the spoiler banner. We're talking spoilers.
They did clever thing, guys. I'm proud of them.
Okay. In Injustice, what happened was Lois Lane is murdered. Lois Lane is murdered while she is pregnant with Superman's baby. She is murdered by Superman. Joker kidnaps Lois Lane.
Yeah, I was like, but you need to explain.
Joker kidnaps Lois Lane. Superman and the Justice League go after him. They end up finding them. They're on a submarine. Superman breaks into the submarine, and suddenly there's Doomsday, and he's fighting Doomsday, and he grabs him and flies to the atmosphere. And Joker and Harley are there, and they're laughing their ass off. And Batman's like, you know, what is going on with you? What's so funny? And that's when Batman realizes that it's not Doomsday. Joker mixed like a hallucinogenic scarecrow toxin with his laughing gas and kryptonite, so that it could affect Superman. Doomsday was not Doomsday; it was Lois.
Pregnant Lois.
So Joker tricked Superman into killing his own wife and child.
Yeah, I've never played the game, but when I heard that, I was like, holy shit.
Superman comes back to Earth and sticks his fist through Joker's chest.
I mean, I can't blame him. I can't blame him for that. Yeah. It's just...
So, yeah, Superman turns evil. And because of that, Superman starts cracking down on war, he does all these things and makes all these decisions and convinces a lot of the Justice League that we need to be better. We need to take control and show people they can't do evil, bad things. It's time to crack down. No more Mr. Nice Guy. And eventually he becomes the dictator ruler of Earth. He becomes the king of the Earth. And the only thing that stands against him is Lex Luthor, Bruce Wayne, and a few others that have to stay in hiding because he's fucking Superman.
Mm-hmm. So, the reason why I bring that up, because the parallel between that is that there is what I actually looked it up on the Wikipedia page. They're calling him the Stranger. They don't know who he is yet. But there's a guy that's like basically been going to like nuclear plants and
we know who he is.
I know, but like they don't. I'm talking about from like Superman's point of view. They don't know who he is yet. We do because we're the audience and we're privy to that information. Gotta love dramatic irony. And he keeps going to these nuclear plants and like I don't know what he's doing to them. They're just like, oh, you want to do the super chat before I continue? Because like I'll go into like a rambling. So like if you want.
Psychodorf9 with a $2 super chat. Don't just kill him. Kills him and then some. Thank you so very much, Psychodorf9, brother. Score!
Oh.
And Darth Maul asked, do you think that's the one about Superman being tricked is what happened with Captain Luthor? It's going to be something. The black and silver suit, black and silver suit they're using to make him like, I went kind of nuts when I saw it because that's the suit I love.
That's your favorite,
and that was you have to understand that was a funeral shroud for Clark, and that was the judge robes that Jor-El wore. That black and silver. I've always loved that black and silver look. Always. Since I was a kid and I saw Jor-El wearing that in the first Christopher Reeve movie. So I absolutely love that look.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the second episode, you find out actually by the end of the first episode that it's someone called Captain Luthor. And you're like, wait a second. because he talks about the fact that Superman destroyed his planet. That's why he wants to kill him. It's like, wait, hold on, but this is obviously Lex Luthor, right? Like, this is obviously Lex Luthor. Why
It's
is
a Luthor?
But
Does not mean
yes.
it's Lex. It's a Luthor.
It's someone at least related.
And when I first saw that, they totally ripped off the Doom armor.
Oh no, they did 1,000%. Yeah, no. It's the Tri-Age. I know. Josh, ass. But by the end of the second episode, you kind of see a little bit of what happened.
And no, I can't afford the black and silver statue from Sideshow, Lord Thoth. I'm not. I don't have that kind of money. I would love to have one, but I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah. You see a little bit about what happened to Captain Luthor's past, which is obviously from like a different Earth. I think it's pretty obvious that it's from a different Earth, and they're like, he's like a military guy that's like lined up with all these other guys, and you just see Superman is up with his heat vision and a black and silver suit, and he's like taking out everyone in his troop with his heat vision, just mowing them down. Like it's you're like, holy shit, are we actually going to get like a modern like our Superman versus, because that brings me back to the Justice Lords arc that happened in the Justice League animated cartoon, which I always really liked. Yeah, no. Oh my god. $1,000. No.
Badass. I mean, it's badass. I absolutely love the look. You've got three different types of faces. That is very much what he looked like in the Return. I love the bearded look though, and that, I mean, it's kick ass. It's absolutely kick ass. It looks badass. It looks perfect.
But yeah, that that's what's happened. It's like, okay, so now we're talking about a different Earth. How did, I guess, this Lex get here? I guess it had probably something to do with that Infinite Crisis thing that happened. Because when that happened, and even in Batwoman, they had like an Alice from a different Earth on the same planet as the Alice from Batwoman. And it was not the same person. So it's like, okay, so Captain Lex is on this planet. So is he from the future, or is he from a different Earth? Because he said he starts killing people and destroys his planet, which is kind of hinted at that it is Earth. So you don't know whether, and that's good. That's good intrigue, and I'm proud of them for that. And the fact that in the first episode that they show Superman's kid playing Injustice is like, that's fantastic as far as like a little peek. They don't show you much of the game, but they just give you a little peek at it, and it's wonderful. It really is. That kind of storytelling really makes me happy, you know. But yes, within they do, when they reveal to the kids that their dad is Superman, because of course the kids are like, no, you're lying. That's a lie. Like how he does it, I really like that too.
So if you had to give the first two episodes a rating, because we're gonna run out of time, and I want to do the mailbag. I don't want to put it off again. What would you give? What would you give this show if you had to give it a rating? Right
now, I'm giving it an 8.
Okay. Tell us why. Tell us why you're giving it an
8. Solid storytelling. It's keeping me interested. There's not like anything that's making me just kind of dread the next episode. Like, it's coherent. It's well written. I like the characters. You know, they've provoked an emotional reaction from me. It's just like, and there's consistency. It's all the things that the CW is not doing in Batwoman. You know, they're not forcing something down my throat. They're not. I don't even really like Superman. I'm not really a big Superman character fan at all. And I am thoroughly enjoying this show.
Captain Spire, not all Lexes are bald. It's a genetic thing, but when he cloned himself, he actually removed that little genetic defect so that he could have long red hair.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the 7.5. I'm gonna agree with Dave Bob 7.5.
Why?
Because I think that there's a couple of things they've copied, which isn't, completely unheard of for the CW. They've done that before. It is a CW show. I do not want to experience the politics of Lois and, hey, we're going to bring Lois in and she's going to bring her politics to this small town and save it with her political ideology.
They do that. I will drop my score.
Well, that's what they're that's what they're doing.
Well, in the first two, I don't know that, but in the first two episodes, that's been mildly hinted at, but like it's not. I'm just going off the first two episodes.
So her going to work for the Smallville Gazette, she is going to be bringing her political ideology to this town. They've set that up with Morgan Edge, with Lana's husband. That's where this is going. That's where they're setting that up. I hope that there is something better. I hope I'm wrong, but I'm seeing it already. I am seeing it, so that's why I'm giving it a 7.5. I am enjoying it though, so we'll see. Yes. We will see. I hope they don't go full woke bananas, but we'll see. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Valhalla Mailbag.
I now declare this frickin' idiot convention open! That's alright. Hey, I am RDIRT. With a frick here and a frick there. Here, frick there, frick everywhere, frick.
So, our first comment from Loki's mailbag is from a someone who left a comment called HTR, and you'll understand where the HTR comes in here in a minute. And this was concerning a Gina Carano stream that we did. And it said, "You're just a raging neckbeard who simps for a horrible transphobic bitch that deserves to die." HTR. Hater. So clever. So clever.
I gotta say that, like, okay, person, seriously though, like, what has she done to deserve to be wiped off the face of this planet? She made a comment on Twitter. That action has resulted in you thinking she deserves a death sentence.
Well, she's not. This HCR calls her a horrible phobe. That's not true either. She has absolutely no hate. She just made some comments on Twitter.
What?
It had nothing to do with the whole beep boop bop. Is I will not put shit in my bio because you tell me to. Oh. You tell me I have to put something in my bio or you're going to be unhappy. I'll put beep bop boop.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's kind of funny. Immediately made her a horrible hater of
that's just her trolling y'all. That's what that is. So, like, I don't know if you don't know how to well, then she succeeded as a troll. But like, if you can't handle somebody trolling you just a little bit, then you really shouldn't be on the internet. Because if you post something, you tweet something out there, you put something out there, then you are going to get feedback whether you like it or not. Anyone can, you're on a public platform. It's like going to downtown Los Angeles and then yelling something and expecting no one to yell back at you. It's like, okay, well, you just did something on a public platform in a public area. Like, anyone can say anything back to you. I don't know what, like,
I'm sorry,
people.
Chris Persia. I'm sorry. They obviously didn't see the edited image of Loki. He ain't no neckbeard. No, there is an image of me on the Adega video bodega video that is currently running on the front page of my channel. Please go and check that out. My friend, Bodega Outlaw.
Great stream. Great stream.
The thumbnail for that video, yes, there is an edited video with me wearing a mask. Oh no. So hater, thank you for your comment. All of the comments help, the analytics and the channel. Hater, thank you.
Absolutely. You're just an idiot. Sorry, man. But
our next comment comes from a guy named Jeff. And this goes back, this comment goes back to when we were talking before the last season of The Expanse came out, when news that Cass Anbar was in trouble.
Cass Anbar. Oh, that's a fucking throwback.
That's a wall. Yes, that's a wall back. Mixing Iron Man with $4.99 super chat for all neckbeards everywhere. Coming soon. White People Appreciation Wednesdays. The show for 2021 and beyond.
You've been saying that for like months now. Either like put up or shut up. I'm throwing down the gauntlet.
This is what needs to open Mexican Iron Man's White Man Appreciation Wednesday. Skull!
And I will strike down upon thee with great vengeance and furious anger those who attempt to poison and destroy my brother.
Hey, Loki.
Yeah,
hey, Loki.
Yes.
That's a black man.
Okay.
You just
comment from Jeff is, "You're sick. Anbar was proven guilty in a court of law.
Was he?
He is going to prison like all of you sick rappers should."
You mean rappers? You're a rapper now?
I think he meant something else. He meant something else, but it came out rappers.
When does your album drop?
I don't know.
Oh my god! All right, we need a Loki rap album.
So that one was from Jeff. That goes way back. That was a comment I was wanting to put up here for the last month, ever since the last season of The Expanse came out. But we had a little hold off on the mailbag and finally get into it. So this one goes back to Disney's earnings report video that we did with Lady Gravemaster and
Lady
Lori
G.
Roberts. Roberts. So this is from her. H-E-R. Her. Disney gives women more jobs than other companies. You're all a bunch of sexists.
Oh.
I'll say that again. Disney gives women more jobs than other companies. You're all a bunch of sexists. And that is from her.
Okay.
Apparently I'm hip hop. Thank you, Robert Linden.
See, I'm telling you, everybody wants a Loki rap album.
Lori Roberts is a legend.
Damn straight that girl is, man. She's awesome.
So next, we're going to get into some good ones here, ladies and gentlemen.
But those were so good.
I know, but we're going to get into some good ones. This one is from my brother, Keely Chow. Auburn is a 4-letter word. Roll Tide, Keely Chow. Thank you so very much, Keely Chow, brother. Auburn is a 4-letter word. Roll Tide.
That's not. No. No, it's not.
This one comes from Jay Dickens. AC/DC is the way. Okay, yes, it is, Jay Dickens. That's a fact. Thank you so very much, brother. Thank you so very much. This one comes from Sir Snuffalots.
I'm sorry, you want to try that one more time?
Sir Snuffalots. Society needs to stop taking Twitter drama as grounds to burn supposed witches. Why is it out of all these accusations the last few years, so very, very few ever actually go to the police and court? Makes one think. Yes, it does, Sir Snuffalots.
Yeah, it's kind of like, well, if you maybe instead of going onto your Twitter page to accuse somebody, you go to the police station and accuse somebody.
Oh yeah, and a happy birthday to Nick over at happy birthday to Nick over at Echo Base. Big happy birthday to Nick over at Echo Base.
Oh my God.
So this next one comes from someone we all know and we all love. He's a legend here.
I don't know who this is.
The Stand is a case study of entertainment industry in the modern era. Great show and observations as to the query about what happened. As for myself, I read the book twice in each of the live action adaptations. This content is so rich, I can't see how you blow this. But then again, some folks think every movie needs to be film style. Thank you all for doing this. Bravo, Mexican Iron Man.
Oh, did he say something intelligent?
And Shockwave, the police require proof.
Yeah, that's why.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you have a good day, Lady Miss. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day at work. We love you.
Yeah.
And we missed you.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you, Mexican Iron Man. Last one. If I remember correctly, Joker kills all of 2 women in the entire movie. One of them off screen. Yet somehow, media ran with it as being misogynist. Harley and her friends make a point out of murdering scores of men simply for being men. And that is somehow empowering, cool, and justified.
Yeah,
what a complete bizarro world we've made for ourselves. Gamma Raider. Thank you so very much, Gamma Raider, for your comment.
Oh my God. No. If you kill a man, it's just because they're a man. That is not a sexism. If you kill a woman because they're a woman, that is a sexism. That is just how things are nowadays. That's it.
And yes, Mexican Iron Man, you get some rest, brother. I know you're in the midst of it, fighting the good fight. We're all here for you. You need anything, brother, we're here. You take it easy. And good morning, Keely Chow. Keely Chow's like, what's going on? Oh, we read one of your comments just a minute ago. Brother, Auburn is a 4-letter word. Roll Tide from Keely Chow. Thank you all so very much for being here this morning. Thank you so very much for hanging out with us during our short review of Superman and Lois and the new Valhalla mailbag. I want to end the show by saying this. Democracy just cannot flourish amid fear. Black, white, rich, poor, educated, illiterate, our fates are bound together. We can run from each other, but we cannot escape each other. We will only attain our goals if we learn to appreciate what is different and muster the courage to discover what is fundamentally the same. America's diversity offers so much richness and opportunity. Take a chance, knock down the fence, tear apart the wall, reach out. Freedom lies just on the other side. We should have liberty for all. Thurgood Marshall. Everybody take care. Have a great Monday. Have a great rest of your week. We will be back tomorrow morning. Have a great one, everybody.
Bye.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.